Hi, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar, the fertility expert, and thank you for tuning in to Fertility TV. In this episode, we're talking about treatment options for endometriosis. If you have endometriosis, think you might have endometriosis, and want to learn more about how you can treat it, then stay tuned to this video. Hi, I'm Dr. Marc Sklar, the fertility expert, and I work with couples all over the world and here locally in San Diego to help them get pregnant naturally. And one of the common things that I treat is endometriosis. So in a previous video, I talked about what is endometriosis and how I view it. In this video, we're going to just talk about treatment options. So first and foremost, what are some conventional Western medical approaches to treating endometriosis? And there's primarily two. There's hormone therapy, which primarily looks like birth control pills, although they could use something like Lupron to suppress your hormones. And then the other option is surgery. You know, my preference when it comes to birth control or other hormones is not to use it, primarily because I feel like it's just a real temporary fix, and it's potentially causing other issues in the body because of all the extra hormones that they're pumping in. Surgery, I think, is a realistic and rational option. First, for two reasons. The only definitive way to diagnose endometriosis is through laparoscopy. They have to visually go in and look at it. Now, some may say that there's other ways to diagnose it, but there's technically not really any other way to diagnose it. They need to visually see it, and the only way to do that is with their eyes during a laparoscopy. The benefit also of having a laparoscopy is that if they see endometriosis, at least they could remove it at that moment in time. So you get double the benefit unless you tell them not to remove it. In most cases, I don't prefer to use surgery unless it's a last resort. If we don't have any other options, not much is helping, then the surgical procedure to remove the endometriosis is great. It does have a repercussion, potentially leading to scarring, but if you can get pregnant in the first 6 months post-surgery, then you don't have to worry about the scarring, you've cleaned out the uterus and the adjoining reproductive organs, and so that way you have increased your chances. So there is a benefit of doing the surgery. Always, if you all know me, my preference is to go through the natural treatment options, and so number one when it comes to natural treatment options is acupuncture and Chinese medicine. Acupuncture works great at calming the inflammatory response and treating the pain, and then I use herbal medicine to start to break up the lesions and also deal with the inflammatory response as well. And because there are degrees and variations of endometriosis, then that would dictate kind of what I'm using, how I'm treating it, and what other symptomology we might be addressing with both of those techniques. It's difficult for me to tell you which formula I would use because I customize that for each patient. But those are two of my favorite methods for treating endometriosis. Additionally, something that has to happen with every patient, and I have discussed this on a previous video, is diet. So in a previous video, we talked about nutrition for endometriosis, and this is basically in the same light. You've got to clean up your diet, take out all the junk, take out dairy, gluten, anything that's going to cause inflammation and excess hormones in the body, we need to clean up. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail here because I've done it in a previous video, but that needs to be addressed. Also, we've got to clean up our house. And by that I mean all of our cleaning products, all of our personal products. Those carry lots of extra toxins and chemicals that are endocrine disruptors, and that absolutely needs to be cleaned up. If you can't read it and you don't understand what it is and you don't know what it is, get it out of your house. So read the ingredients, and if not, kick them out. And then last are some two home therapy techniques that I love, which are vaginal steam baths and castrol packs. I do have other videos on each one of those two, so again, I'm not going to go into detail about both of those, but I do really enjoy incorporating those. The vaginal steams are going to help to clean out the inside of the uterus, and the castrol is going to help to break up any lesions on the outside portion of the pelvic region. So to recap, you can do surgery if you need to as a last resort, but I prefer acupuncture and Chinese herbs. Cleaning up your diet is a must. Cleaning up your household products is a must. And then using vaginal steam and castrol packs. My little little bonus of things that I love to use at home. If you can't use acupuncture, don't have someone to go to, or you just want to do something at home that's relatively inexpensive, then acupressure is the way to go. My little tool for doing acupressure at home versus sticking with your thumb or your fingers is to use the Seeds for Fertility. The Seeds for Fertility will keep that pressure just like acupressure does for a much longer period of time of days, and you can get it right in the right spot. So if you have endometriosis and you want to start taking care of it at home, then you can use this link to go to the Seeds for Fertility. Will help give you some tools to treat endometriosis at home. Additionally, you can go to the description below and we'll give you all that information as well.